Okay, we're at Vicksburg National Military Park, Vicksburg, Mississippi. What an interesting place. We'll be doing the auto tour. I'll probably do it in two parts. So this is going to be part one, and then we'll be doing part two. The visitor center is right over there. There it is. There's a monument over there. It's a beautiful day. We have an endless summer here in Mississippi this year, but we'll take it since it's not raining. And this is the parking area, and right over there is the arch straight ahead. I'll show you that here in a minute. Okay, don't forget, you gotta watch two parts now. Part one, and then there'll be a part two video on YouTube. Okay, see ya. Okay, this is stop one at the Vicksburg battlefield. It's called a DeGoyer Battery. You can see here they had Union guns lined up here on this ridge that fired toward the Confederates, which were that away. And this is an amazing battlefield. I didn't know that it was, I mean, this thing is all full of hills and mounds. Look at this. Now, that is the Michigan Monument there, one of them, one of many. Here's the battery. Look how they had to set up. These are all the original trenches they built. Look at this. Look how they had it lined up. They had up to 22 here, lined up. And they were going to fire over that ridge to where the Confederates are at. This is called the Battery DeGoyer. Amazing. Here's the storyboard with a rendition and a photo of Captain DeGoyer here. Wow, I mean, I don't know if you can see on a video, but it's hilly. There's mounds everywhere here and trenches. They dug trenches all over the place. It's almost like World War I. Unbelievable. Trench warfare. All right, we're going to continue to stop two. Here, I'm going to show some more from stop one, the Battery DeGoyer. Look at this. Look how they have a cannon set up. See that? They're down in a hole with just the barrel sticking up so that they can't get hit, or they would see them. This is amazing, walking around here. This monument right here by the car is from Ohio. We passed a bunch of monuments coming through. We can't film every monument. There was a beautiful one from Minnesota. I probably should have filmed it. So this is the one from Ohio. Looks like the 32nd Infantry, it reads. Beautiful. It's an amazing place. I'm amazed of the hills. I mean, there's a climb here. They say it rises 300 feet above the Mississippi River. 300 feet. That's what made it impregnable and like a fortress. All right, we're gonna head to stop two. Okay, this is stop number two, and this is called the Shirley House. This is the only original house on the battlefield that was here during the battle. One of the Union regiments used it as headquarters. From one of the Illinois regiments, I can't remember the name. But this is the only surviving building, and they restored it to what way it looked like in 1863. Wow. And here's look back. Look at the view they had. Whew. They used it as a headquarters. They could see everything from here. Look at that.
No, they used it as a smallpox quarantine hospital, it says.
Oh. Huh. Look at that. Look at that view. This is an amazing battlefield. I didn't know it was like on a mountain. Or hills and mountains. Look at that. We just climbed the hill to get here. On the tour road. So this is the Shirley House. Stop number two. Here's a monument to the 1st Illinois Light Artillery Battery D. And we're going to be heading over to the next stop. Let me just walk this way a little bit. You're going to see a little bit here. Hold on, I want to get back to you. Okay, I'm walking back down the road a little ways. I want to show this one monument. Over here is Ohio 20th Infantry. That's pretty neat monument. But this is an important one. If you're from Chicago, you would know what I'm talking about. This is Major General John Logan from Illinois. They named Logan Square after him in Chicago. Everybody knows who Logan Square is. Here he is. Here's his statue at Vicksburg. John A. Logan. There's lots of these around here. They have a lot of monuments. Alright, we're going to head back and go to the next stop. Okay, this is the famous Illinois Monument. It's still right here at stop 2. It's right next door to the Shirley House. So I'm going to show you this thing. This is the biggest monument on this field. Let's look at the storyboard first. You're seeing it when I am. Here it is. Illinois State Memorial dedicated in 1906, cost $190,000. That's more than 4.6 million of today's dollars, but I don't know when this was done. Now it might be 9 million. Look at this thing. It's all marble. Now they said it's got 47 steps, one for each day that the siege was held. Look at the view it has. Wait till we get up there. Look at this field. The battlefield. It's amazing. And here's the steps. Right here. Look at that. Alright, I'm going to walk up the steps and I'll show you the rest. Okay, we're walking in the Illinois Monument. Oh my gosh, look at this. Wow, look at this floor. August 26th, 1818, state of Illinois. It's a mosaic. Check that out. Wow. And then up on the walls here, look at they got Grant and Lincoln, Logan, Loomis, MacArthur, Hall, Ransom, Rome, Lawler, Putnam, all the colonels, names here, and generals. Alfred Willett, Neely, Dennis, everybody. John E. Smith, he's an important fellow. Major General McClernand. Now look at this. Whoa, it's open. Holy cow, it's open so it rains in here. Holy cow. Wow. Hang on. Okay, within the Illinois Monument is the names of every one who fought here on these bronze plaques. Let me get close to one here. Here is the headquarters of U.S. Grant, Army of Tennessee. There's his son, Fred. He was his aide. Rawlings, oh, famous man, Rawlings, John Rawlings. These are his aides that were here. And then they have the 2nd Cavalry, 3rd Cavalry, 5th Cavalry, infantry, detachments. Look at them all. Wow. It's amazing. And now this monument is open to the air so you can see the bronze turn green. So every Illinoisan that fought here has his name on the wall. And then right over here, I'm going to show you, is the dedication plaque, straight ahead. Amazing. 1906, they built this. Okay, here's a view from the top of the monument. Look at this. Oh my gosh, there's a camper coming across the road, doing a tour. Somebody in a camper. Huh. Now look at this view. This is way up. This is where they put the Illinois Monument. And you can see why. Amazing. Everything here is marble. Marble, marble, marble. Marble pillows. Now there's Shirley House right over there that we stopped at. Right there. There's the car. And here's the view. Absolutely amazing. Wow. They had Illinois and Ohio fellas here. And that's the first stop we went to. See that ridge? Where they had the cannons shooting that away toward the Confederates. Okay, I'm going to show you some more. Right at the front protocol of the Illinois Monument, they have inlays of Grant. And then they got, I'm sorry, that's Lincoln. And right in the middle is Grant. Huh, my favorite president. You guys all know that now. Grant. And then they have an inlay of Richard Yates. 3 inlays in here. What a great place. I'm glad we stopped here. What a great battlefield to view. This is definitely a trip you have to make. All right, we're gonna head to stop number 3 after this. Okay, this is tour stop number 3. Here's a monument to Andrew Hickenlooper, captain of 5th Ohio Battery. And this, they talk about the Louisiana Redan, where they created this assault. They dug a trench underneath the Confederates and they blew it up. Interesting. It didn't work out too well though. But here's a view from this standpoint of the battlefield. Look at that. Now I'll give you a perspective right over here. Behind us, we just visited the Illinois Monument and the Shirley House. So it's close. It's got some monuments here. So we're gonna go to stop number 4 next. This is where they had the cannons up there. See where those cannons are up, and those monuments where they had the cannons, again firing toward the Confederates, which were that away. So the looks like the Union was up on high ground on this one. A little higher, well, higher ground than the Confederates. That's why they had a little bit of an advantage. Okay, we'll show you some more. This is tour stop 4, Ransom's Gun Path. There's some monuments here to Wisconsin and some other states. But over here, you could see is where they laid up some guns. Right here, artillery. And they were only, at this point, 100 yards from the Confederates. And they just started blasting them. The Confederates were afraid to charge them because they were hunkered down. So they're blasting cannons from here into the Confederate lines 100 yards away. That's amazing. Point blank, basically, in a Civil War, when you're 100 yards away, blowing a cannon. So this is stop 4. The other interesting thing is, and I don't know why they do this, but these trees and this forest was not here during the battle. So this is overgrown forest. What they should have done is kept the landscape as it was in the battle, but they didn't. So a lot of these trees here that we see were not here during the battle. Just so you know. All right, see ya. Okay, this is, I'm going to consider still part of stop 4. Just around the bend from stop 4 is the Wisconsin Monument, the state of Wisconsin. Look at this thing. It's amazing. They have a horse with a soldier over here, infantryman over there. Looks like up on top they have an eagle. Beautiful monument from the state of Wisconsin. Just beautiful. Okay, we'll show you some more. So this is stop 5. It's called a Stockade Redan attack, where Sherman got his men and attacked the stockade sometime in May. Now this is May. You have to understand, May. This has been a siege going on. This is May. So he went on the attack here against this stockade and massed his men after them and got repulsed. He lost 1,000 men in a very short time. Then 3 days later he tried it again, and again he got turned back. They couldn't get to the stockade, and lost several hundred more. So he lost a lot of men just fighting right here. It's amazing. At one spot at one time in 2 days. So this is stop 5. I'll show you what this looks like. I mean, you could look at these trenches they built. Look at this. Here's some monuments in there. It's like World War I all over again. It's amazing. I have never been to France, but I think the trenches in France are basically something like that. They studied this battle, you know, after the Civil War. You know, they studied this battle. So a lot of the World War I trenches were based on what happened here with these sieges. So this is stop 5. Next will be stop 6. Okay, this is a bonus video. This is a commemoration service of the 1st and 3rd Mississippi Regiments, African American descendants who fought at Vicksburg on the Union side. Look at that. They fought for the Union. This looks like a fairly new monument, but it commemorates the African Americans that fought on the Union side. And here is the storyboard. So they joined the Union Army, and Grant used them. He used them quite a bit. The 1st and 3rd Mississippi. That's important. Who knows that in the world? That Grant formed this regiment of African Americans to fight for freedom. Yep, Grant was a great man. He was top notch. Keep reading about him, you'll see what I'm talking about. Well, that's the African American monument here at Vicksburg.